30 years after the Cosmic Common War, the primary request has ascended from the fallen cosmic realm and tries to end the New Republic. The opposition, upheld by the Republic and drove by Broad Leia Organa, goes against the principal request. Leia looks for her sibling, Luke Skywalker, who is absent. On the desert planet Jakku, opposition pilot Poe Dameron gets a guide to Luke's area from Lor San Tekka. Stormtroopers directed by Kylo Ren strike the town and catch Poe, eventually killing San Tekka and butchering the locals. Poe's droid, BB-8, escapes with the guide and experiences a scrounger named Rey. Kylo torments Poe utilizing the power and learns of BB-8. Stormtrooper FN 2187, frustrated by the principal request, saves Poe, and they get away from a taken TIE warrior. After discovering that FN 2187 has no other name, Poe gives him the name Finn. As they head to Jakku to recover BB-8, a first request Star Destroyer shoots them, and they crash land. Finn makes do and tracks down just Poe's code in the disaster area, prompting the supposition of his demise. Finn experiences Rey and BB-8, however the primary request tracks them and dispatches an airstrike. Rey, Finn, and BB-8 take the Thousand Years Hawk and departure the planet. The Hawk is found and boarded by Han Solo and Chewbacca. Pax trying to settle obligations with Han assault, however the gathering gets away from in the Hawk. At the main request Starkiller base, a planet changed over into a superweapon, incomparable Pioneer Snoke endorses General Hux's solicitation to involve the weapon interestingly on the New Republic. Snoke questions Kylo's capacity to manage feelings encompassing his dad, Han Solo, whom Kylo states makes no difference to him. On board the Hawk, Han establishes that BB-8's guide is inadequate. He then, at that point, makes sense of that Luke endeavored to revamp the Jedi request, however banished himself when a student went to the dark side, obliterated the sanctuary, and butchered different disciples. The group goes to the planet Takodana and meets with bar proprietor Maz Kanata, who offers assistance getting BB-8 to the opposition. The power attracts Rey to an isolated vault, where she finds the lightsaber once having a place with Luke and his dad, Anakin Skywalker. She encounters upsetting dreams, denies the lightsaber at Maz's contribution, and escapes into the forest, befuddled and frightened. Maz gives Finn the lightsaber for care. Starkiller Base shows its power by at the same time annihilating the New Republic capital of Hosnian Prime and 4 of its adjoining planets, departing the opposition all alone. The primary request assaults Takodana looking for BB-8. Han, Chewbacca, and Finn are saved by opposition X-Wing contenders drove by Poe, who endure the accident. Leia shows up at Takodana with C-3PO and reunites with Han. In the meantime, Kylo catches Rey and takes her to Starkiller Base, however she opposes his telepathy endeavors. Snoke orders Kylo to carry Rey to him. Finding she can utilize the power, Rey circumvents utilizing a Jedi Mind stun on a Stormtrooper monitor. At the obstruction base on Kar, BB-8 finds R2-D2, who had been idle since Luke's vanishing. Yet again as Starkiller Base gets ready to fire, the obstruction devises an arrangement to obliterate it by going after its warm oscillator. Utilizing the bird of prey, Han, Chewbacca, and Finn invade the office, track down Rey, and plant explosives. Han defies Kylo, calling him by his original name Ben, and beseeches him to leave the dark side. Kylo appears to think about this, at the end of the day kills Han all things considered. Crushed, Chewbacca shoots Kylo and sets off the explosives, permitting Poe to assault and annihilate the base's warm oscillator. The harmed Kylo seeks after Finn and Rey into the forest. Kylo weakens Rey, and Finn utilizes the lightsaber to duel Kylo, however is defeated because of his absence of involvement. Rey stirs, takes the lightsaber, and channels the power to overcome Kylo in a duel. They are then isolated by a gap as the planet's surface splinters. Snoke orders Hux to clear and carry Kylo to him to finish his preparation. Chewbacca salvages Rey and the oblivious Finn, and they get away from on board the Hawk. As the opposition powers escape, Starkiller Base detonates. R2-D2 stirs and uncovers the remainder of the guide, which focuses to the maritime planet H2. Rey, Chewbacca, and R2-D2 travel to H2 on the Hawk. Rey tracks down Luke on a precipice on a huge island. Without a word, she gives him his dad's lightsaber.